Hi, today we are going to discuss service marketing triangle, which is commonly known as service triangle. As you know that services are intangible in nature. So, service businesses are marketed on promises, and these promises are made to the customer by the organization and employee. The service marketing triangle was created to handle the complexities that service marketers face while dealing with the intangible product. As the service marketing or the services are majorly intangible in nature, and intangibility leads to number of challenges, and it makes service marketing more complex. So in order to handle these complexities of intangible product, service marketing triangle was developed. So what is basically the service marketing triangle, which is commonly referred as a service triangle? So today, in this lecture, we are going to understand the meaning of service marketing triangle, what are the various components, what are the various kind of interaction, and how it is going to be used in service marketing. So as I said you that the service marketing triangle, which is commonly known as service triangle also, it is basically a strategic marketing model. It provides a visual way of understanding the importance of people, be it your customer, be it your employee in the service businesses. The service marketing triangle model is based on the fact that all services businesses are about promises. The business make promises to customer through their external marketing. It has, if you see this particular diagram of service marketing triangle, so there is a three on these three vertices you will find the company or management, there is the employees or a service provider and the customer. So there are the three key player in service marketing triangle, namely the company, the customer and the employee. And when they interact, their interaction, so the interaction between company and the employee leads to internal marketing. So they enable the promises. The interaction between company and the customer leads to make the promises, which leads to external marketing. And the interaction between the employee and customer is basically the delivering the promises, which is known as the interactive marketing. So in this service marketing triangle, we have three key players, which are namely the company, the customer, and the employee. Let us have a look on these three key players, the company, the employee, and the customer. The company, which is also known as the management. The management of company, it includes the full-time marketer and sales personnel. They directly interact with employees and directly or indirectly with the customer. So this is the company, the one of the element of service triangle. The second component or the key player is the employee. Employee includes anyone working in close contact with the customer. They play an integral role in interactive marketing as well as in internal marketing. And the third key player is the customer. So anyone that purchases the services of a company, they are also heavily exposed to the external marketing of the firm. And when these three key players interact with each other, and it is very, very important and necessary rather, that in order to make the marketing to be a successful, the marketer should ensure that there should be a positive interaction between these three players. There are interaction, but as a management, as a service provider, you must ensure that there should be only a positive interaction between company and employee, company and customer, employee and company, employee and customer, and company and customer. So this is very important for the successful accomplishment of marketing effort. This give rise to three different kind of interaction, and these interaction are categorized as a marketing categories. The first and foremost is the external marketing, and the second one is interactive marketing, and the third one, which was the modern edition, it is known as your internal marketing. So let us have a look on these categories and their interaction. The first one is the external marketing, which is also depicted as a making promises. Now, who makes the promises? How does this external marketing come into light? It is it exists because of the interaction between company and a customer. It is the company or the management that makes promises to the customer. Therefore, it is external, making promises, also known as making promises. It is external marketing. Its making promises involve communication by the company to their customer. This form of communication allows the company to offer their services and set the expectations of the service quality that a client can expect. In service marketing, this plays very important role, and it pays particular attention to the physical evidence such as appearance of the place, decor, appearance of the staff, etc., because these are the tangible factors, these are the physical evidence which can be assessed by the customer, and through their assessment they can only evaluate the services. As time and again I am repeating the same thing, that services are intangible in nature, so tangibilizing the intangible is the essential part. And people judge, people measure all the service output in terms of their physical evidences. So how do you ensure that there should be a positive interaction between company and the customer as far as their external marketing is concerned? For this, something we have to done. We have understanding customer need is very important. Managing the expectation. It is the communication, it is the promise made by the company to the customer which set the expectation level. May set a higher expectation level or it may sometime lower down the expectation. Company generally use the traditional marketing communication, be it advertisement, sales promotion, etc., which I have explained. This the sales promotion, advertising, and nowadays internet and website communication is usually used in order to do external marketing. The second in this line is interactive marketing, which is interactive means it is the interaction between two externally component. One is the employee and the customer. It is the employee who deliver the services to the customer. The company that only makes the promises. When it comes to execution, when it comes to the delivery of the services, it's about the keeping the promises. It is the employee that plays a very, very important, crucial role. So the interaction between the employer and the customer give rise to the interactive marketing, which is also known as delivering or keeping the promises. Interactive marketing revolve around communication that occur between the client and the service delivery personnel. This is one of the most important of successful service marketing triangle, as it is the only time when the client will have to face experience with a company via the provider. See, it usually happen that whenever we are going to avail the services, we hardly interact with the company. It is the service provider, it is the employee with whom we have a face to face encounter, with a face to face experience. And whatever he says, we consider that the promises that is being made by the company is being honored by that executive. And this can be seen in terms of your service delivery, be it your reliability, responsiveness, empathy, assurance, tangibles, recovery, flexibility, all ensure that there is interactive marketing. There is a face to face interaction. There may be a telephonic or online interaction. It ensures the better customer experience, and customer interaction with subcontractor or business partner is also a part of interactive marketing. It is not only that always we are going to interact with the employee of that particular organization. It is maybe the some of the retailer, some of the agent, contractor, or business partner. And this is the time where we experience something which is known as the moment of truth or the critical incidences. Now, after this, there is a something called is the enabling, enabling the promises. That is how well whatever is being communicated by the company, what is the promises made by the company, what is the authority, what is the empowerment we have given to the employee, whether my people who are supposed to deliver the services are uh, equipped with the tools, techniques, whether they have this authority, capability to deliver the services as promised by the company or not. So there is a third one which is known as your internal marketing. So the internal marketing is basically is that revolve around the internal marketing. Basically, it's the modern edition in the service marketing triangle. Internal marketing, which focus on the employee basically. Usually we have only one thing in mind, that the customer is the king, and we only focus on the customer. Our orientation is toward the customer. But my dear student, keep this thing in your mind, that until and unless you make your employees empowered, you give them the authority, you give them certain training so that they can deliver the right kind of services to you, the, until and unless you cannot provide the right kind of services. Therefore, this internal marketing is very, very important, which focuses on the training, rather hiring of a right kind of people, their training and development to deliver the services. At the same time, giving some authority, empowering so that they can take decision. They should have a proper support system from the management. There should be a latest and appropriate technology and equipment should be available to them, and they should be, their performance should be measured, and they should be given reward and incentive so that they will there will be a more customers employee satisfaction. The better the employee satisfaction, then we will able to have a uh, less retention problem. We are able to retain the people for a longer period of a time. Our productivity of employee will be higher, and when these two things will happen, then it will result to better service output. Better service output will always lead to good customer satisfaction. The customer satisfaction will lead to customer loyalty, and that will basically leads to service profit chain. So the internal marketing which focuses on training employee to the highest standard so that they can deliver exceptional services. Without internal marketing, there is a high chance that the client will receive substandard services. Thus, for the service marketing triangle to be implemented successfully, all department of the company must work together to deliver the highest service quality to the best possible manner. All members of the organization must be conscious of their role in delivering service quality and delivery accordingly. Now, how to align this triangle? Since there are three major players, one is the company, then the employee, and the customer. So one must align these things. So organization that seeks to provide consistent high-level service excellence will continuously work to align the three sides of the triangle. So at the level of the company, they are focusing about their communication, how to set the customer expectation, how to deliver the services. On the employee front, they are focusing on hiring the right kind of people, retaining their training, their reward. So these are the things that has to be linked. And the finally, it is the service provider or the people who have to look after how well they are able to deliver the services as promised by the company to the customer. And mind it, aligning these sides of the triangle is not a one time process, it is an ongoing process. You have to do it repeatedly. Now, what are the ways to use service market triangle? So, service market triangle can be used for overall strategic assessment as well as for the specific service implementation. So, as far as the overall strategic assessment is concerned, it is to address that how is the service organization doing on all three sides of a triangle, be it your customer, be it your employee, and your company. Where is the weakness? Maybe you will have some weaknesses at one front. Maybe you are a little bit weak on making the promises. Maybe you are a little bit on your training or the hiring the right kind of people. So you have to understand what are your weaknesses and find out what are your strengths. So this will help you to design your overall strategic assessment. As far as your specific service implementation is concerned, what is being promoted and by whom? What are the things that you want to promote and how? How will it be delivered when it comes to the delivery of services to the customer? How? What mechanism you are using to deliver the service? And who is the person who is going to deliver it? And are all the support system that is required are in place, which will ensure that you are able to deliver the promised service to your customer? So these are the ways. So my dear students, so in this topic we have understood what is the service marketing triangle or service triangle, their component, be it your customers, employee and their uh, customer, employee and the company, what are their interaction, give rise to internal marketing, external marketing and interactive marketing, and how to develop a positive interaction among these three layers. So, with this, I'm Dr. Latwal signing off until we meet again.